Hey babe, it's India and welcome back to my channel. Today's video is going to be mindset habits that you need to break before you enter your soft life era, okay? If you're new to my channel, I am a spiritual teacher and soft life mentor, okay? This channel is all about the glow up. It's about living a soft life. It's about spirituality and doing the inner work that you need to get the outer results, okay? So let's go ahead and dive right into these mindset habits that you need to break. When women say that they're entering their soft life era, they usually start off with things like matching pajamas and buying flowers every week and taking bubble baths and doing all the cutesy aesthetic type of stuff that makes them feel more girly and feminine. But in actuality, none of that has anything to do with a soft life, okay? A soft life is a life free of stress, okay? Free of drama, free of toxicity, where you actually get to relax and enjoy and have fun in your everyday life. The main thing that blocks you from living a soft life is your mental. It's your mindset, it's your nervous system, it's your subconscious, okay? So when you get all of those things together, that's when the soft life is going to follow. And that's exactly what we do inside the Spiritual Soft Life membership. So if you're not a member yet, babe, check the link down below in the description box to join us over there, okay? But I want to get back into this. So once you get your subconscious together, you get your mindset together, you regulate your nervous system, you're actually going to be able to live a soft life free of stress and drama, because you're going to stop attracting experiences that lead you to that. Okay, so one of the things that you can work on is your mindset. Okay, so the first mindset habit that you want to break is going to be, if I don't push through, nothing is going to happen. I feel like this is really rooted in hustle culture. It's really rooted in I have to keep going. Go, 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 go. If I don't go, if I don't push forward, if I don't push through, then I'm not going to get the results I desire. It's not going to happen for me. If I don't keep working like the Energizer Bunny, I'm never going to get to where I want to be. That type of mindset keeps you in survival mode, which is exactly what hustle culture does. It keeps you stuck in survival mode. It keeps you in that fight or flight energy where it's like everything is a rush, and like if you don't get it done, then oh my God, what's gonna happen? And that's exactly what you want to get out of. You want to get away from feeling that constant pressure that you always have to do something, that you always have to stay on go, that if you take a moment to relax, you're never going to get to where you want to be. It's simply just not true, number one. And also, if you keep telling yourself that that's what you have to do, then you're going to keep attracting experiences that make you have to do that. The thing is, your mind is always trying to prove you right. Your mind is always looking for examples in your physical reality to prove what you are telling it and what you're constantly thinking on a daily basis. It's literally how the law of attraction works, okay? So if you're always saying, well, I gotta push through, I gotta work harder, I gotta make it happen, I gotta hustle through this, it's like, then you're gonna keep attracting experiences where you have to do those things. So you wanna break out of that habit. And honestly, you break out of these types of habits through like subconscious reprogramming, which is of course in the membership, and then, you know, using affirmations and just consciously making the decision to not say it and to not do it. Number two is going to be, I have to do everything myself. If I don't do it myself, it's not going to get done. Sometimes, see, the thing about this one is, a lot of the times, if you have this mentality or this experience where you feel like you always have to do everything yourself, it's probably because you're surrounded by people who make you have to do everything yourself because they don't do it. Now, if you are a single mom and you have kids, what can you do about that? I mean, you can do your best to, you know, get help from other people, but sometimes you just don't have the help. But if you're in a relationship and you have a significant other, or you have children who are older, or, you know, you have friends you can lean on, you have parents, you have your parents, you have grandparents, you have close friends, coworkers, whatever, who you can lean on, do it. Do it. Ask people for help. As you go through your soft life journey, you're gonna wanna start to remove these people. Like I said, if you have people around you who literally look at you to do everything because they're not going to do it because you always do it, then those types of people are relying on your energy. basically. They're like, well, I know she's gonna do it, so I'm not even gonna bother. So you can, number one, stop doing it and have them pick up the task. And if you don't do it and they don't pick up the task, then you know how they view you. You know how they see you. You know that they see you as someone who, well, she'll do it, so I'm just not gonna bother. And you might want to get rid of that person. Now, if you are a single girly like me and you don't have any kids, then obviously none of that applies to you, right? Like we're free, living our best life, doing whatever we want to do. But the main thing is, when I think about this, is I think about support in maybe at your job, you doing more work than you need to do when like somebody else could do it, but you're too in control and you're afraid to delegate a task. Or if you have your own business, like I do, hiring people to do stuff that you either one, don't want to do, or two, don't know how to do, or three, can't do, okay? Because sometimes there's things where you're like, oh, well, I can do this myself. I can build out a website. Can you though? Can you? Like, maybe you should pay somebody to do that. Oh, well, I could take these pictures with my iPhone. No, maybe you should pay someone to take some pictures for you. Do you know what I mean? So it's like, getting support from others, delegating tasks, and doing the best you can with whatever your current circumstances are. But getting out of the mindset that I have to do everything myself. You don't. You're choosing to. Now, number 3 is going to hit us really hard, okay? Because number 3 is rest is earned. Rest is a reward. This one is rooted entirely in hustle culture. Entirely the programming, the survival mode, okay? Rest is earned. And we feel this because I know personally that I have felt like, okay, I need a nap, or I need to lay down, or okay, I've done enough for today, like I'm not gonna do anything else. And then we have that push through mindset coming in. And then we also have that, well, I didn't do enough, so I don't get to rest. I don't get to take a nap. I don't get to sleep. I don't get to lay down and just chill for a minute. And it's because they've programmed us into being robots. Okay? That is what the programming is. When I'm talking about programming, I'm talking about the conditioning that occurs the moment we get to Earth that basically programs us into being workers and not beings, right? Like they've made it so that we are constantly on go and we're like constantly of use to them instead of just being in our own energy and like doing what we want to do and being a sovereign being. So we will talk more about the programming in another video, right? But that's what I mean. Basically, you've been conditioned to always work hard and to always think that rest is earned. It's simply not the case. You cannot function without rest. When you don't sleep, when you don't get enough sleep, when you don't take time to rest and relax, it literally shows in your physical body. You'll start getting dark circles under your eyes. Your hair is gonna start getting thinner or getting dull. You know, you may experience a lot of bloating in your stomach area. Just, you know, your skin may be dry. You can literally see it in your physical body when you're not getting enough rest. You're not getting enough sleep. It has to be a non-negotiable. It literally has to be part of your soft life routine to rest. Figure it out, okay? If you're still working a 9 to 5, then you have to be there from 9 to 5. There's nothing you can do about it. And however long the commute is, I mean, there's something you can do about it, but that's not what this video is about. That's not what this is about, okay? If you have to be there, you have to be there, right? But in the evenings, instead of just mindlessly scrolling on your phone or watching so much Netflix or just doing, in the evenings, you have to figure out a way to go to sleep early. You need to be getting at least 8 hours of sleep. And if you are a human design projector, girl, we need like 10 plus, okay? Not even a joke. I'm so serious. We need so much sleep, so much rest. We will talk about human design projectors in another video, okay? But just know sleep is extremely important. It's not earned. It's something that you deserve, something that you are worthy of, and something that you actually need to be able to function. Resting is a part of nervous system regulation. And we know that when we regulate our nervous system, we get out of fight or flight mode, we get out of survival mode, and then we're able to enter our soft girl era. Number 4 is going to be struggle builds character, or glorifying struggle, right? Got it out the mud, no handouts. Like, babe, nobody cares about your hard work, okay? We are like, oh, well, she worked hard for it. She went to sleep late. She got up early. She hustled. She grind for this. Like, like, you're not gonna get a reward for struggling. You're not. And when I say you're not going to get a reward, I mean like nobody's going to pat you on the back and be like, oh my God, you struggled, like congrats. I mean, maybe some people will. I wouldn't. I don't care if anybody struggles or if anybody gets it easy. Like, it doesn't matter. As long as you get the result that you want, you have the result that you want. But there is no reward for making life harder than it needs to be. A soft life is really choosing peace even when the struggle feels familiar. And once again, with the conditioning and the programming, the struggle will likely feel familiar. It's going to be like, well, this is how it's always been. This is what I was told I have to do. This is how my parents live. This is how my friends live. This is what I'm seeing. Change what you're seeing, because it's not accurate. It's just not. All people are not struggling. There are so many women who have such an easy, carefree, fun life, and you can have it too, right? Stop glorifying struggle. Just because it's what you're seeing doesn't mean that it has to continue to be normal for you. You need to start seeing different things, okay? So if all of your family members and all of your friends are always glorifying struggle and talking about hustling and grinding and all of this, then maybe you need to get some new friends. Or if you're always seeing struggling people on your timeline, you need to fix your social media, babe. You shouldn't be following pages or people like that. Get it off your timeline. Number 5 is going to be, I'll relax when things are perfect. I'll rest once I get everything done. I'll sleep once everything is exactly the way that I want it to be. No. Not if you're living a soft life. The thing about it is, when you do it like this, you're gonna get burnt out. And when you're burnt out and you're trying to push through, the level at which you generate whatever it is that you're doing is not gonna be up to par. It's not gonna be as good as it would be if you had had a good night's rest. If you were able to sleep and feel rejuvenated and then come back and work a little further on it. There is nowhere to get. That's the thing. We're always like, once things are perfect, it'll never be exactly the way you want it to be. And even if it is exactly the way you want it to be, by the time you get to the point where it's exactly the way you want it to be, you'll be ready for something else. And you'll be looking around at exactly what you wanted, saying, well, now I want this. Well, now I have to get here. Because we're always elevating. Well, not everybody. But if you're on this channel, chances are you're always trying to one-up yourself, right? You're always trying to elevate. You're always trying to be bigger and better than you were before. And when you get into that mindset, you may get stuck in that go, go, go. In that, well, I'll rest when everything looks exactly like I want it to look. And then you're burnt out before you even know it. When you think like that, you get stuck in waiting mode, and that's not where we want to be. We want to be in being mode. We want to be in the present. I have, I am, it is, not it will be, or when I get there. No, it's now. This is about being the woman that you need to be in this present moment, because this is the only moment that we have. The past does not exist. The future does not exist. This is it, this right here. So when you show up as the version of you that you really desire to be, the version of you that's living a soft life, do you think that she took a nap today? I think she did. Or if she didn't take a nap, she at least said, okay, let me take some time to wind down. Let me do some self-care. Let me relax a little bit. Let me stop going. Those are the 5 main mindset habits that I want to talk about. Now, of course, there's going to be a lot of things that come up when you are consciously working on creating a soft life for yourself. But the main things are like thinking that you always have to be on go, thinking that struggle is normal, thinking that if you take a nap, you'll never get to your dream life, right? Or you're not worthy of resting because you didn't do enough today. And it's like, those are the types of mindset habits that we have to break. And as I mentioned a little while ago, the way to get over that type of mindset is, number 1, consciously choosing different. Consciously saying, no, I've done enough for today. I'm gonna lay down. I'm gonna take a nap. I'm gonna go to sleep early tonight, right? Consciously not choosing to be surrounded by struggle, because you attract what you're surrounded by, okay? If you're surrounded by struggle, you're probably gonna attract struggle to you. And then of course, doing nervous system regulation and subconscious reprogramming, which all of that is inside of the Spiritual Soft Life membership, which will be linked down below, okay? So work on these mindset habits that you have, because these are normal. Like, most of us coming out of hustle culture, coming out of survival mode, wanting to enter our soft life era, think like this. Because most people think like this. That is why we do the inner work to get to the outer result. Because no matter how many sets of matching PJs you have, how many bubble baths you take, okay, how many flower bouquets you bought from Trader Joe's, babe, it doesn't matter. If your mindset is still this, then that's not being in your soft girl era. If this is still your mindset, you're wearing the pajamas, you took the bubble bath, you're looking at the flowers, but still you won't allow yourself to rest. Still, you're in hustle culture. Still, you're like, okay, I gotta go. I gotta do the next thing. I gotta hustle. I gotta grind. I gotta get to this. I gotta do this. That's not a soft girl era. Work on the cutesy things. The aesthetics are great. Love them, right? But make sure that you're doing the inner work as well. That is going to be it for today's video, babe. Be sure to like, comment, and subscribe, and I will see you in the next one. Bye.